Hey everybody, welcome back to The Why, the show where we answer all your questions. Today's question comes from...
I'm just staring at the side of your head with my mouth wide open.
Passionate Bar Green Veteran. I actually prefer that, yeah, if you keep doing that. It's a long one. I'm going to read it in its entirety. And actually, let me back up and say this one was sent in a while ago, and I apologize we haven't gotten to it. How will the new time clock in-out system affect the extra passionate employees that typically work more than 40 hours in a week, yet never mark more than 40 hours on their current time card sheet when it's turned in? Would it make more sense to speak with our managers about switching to a salary type pay or start calculating the OT? I am aware this answer will probably be different from manager to manager. Thoughts?
First of all, the answer will not be different from manager to manager.
Well, it will be in the sense that
it shouldn't be.
Well, hold on. Let's see. So in the old days, the all or nothing days, stone tablet days, everything's just done on paper. When I was an hourly employee, you'd fill out your time and turn it in, and your manager would approve it, and it would get sent through.
You mean when you say stone tablet, you mean like in 2018? Because I think that's how they did it, right?
Oh, early 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah. Recent stone
way
tablet
back
days. Like
way
we're going
back.
way back. Anyways, we've got a new electronic system now where you clock in and out electronically. I think the real answer becomes if you work overtime, you should be paid for overtime. But, and this is where I said it could vary manager to manager and circumstance to circumstances, you should have good communication with your manager about whether working overtime is okay or not, whether it's warranted based on the workload at the time, whether it's good. Some people work so much that it wrecks their personal life, and there's times when you need to go home and be with your family or yourself or whatever. You are home, Tim.
So here's what I think. I think that this is about the law and not about choices. The reason, as I understand it, that we went to the electronic system, a large portion of our employees are commission-based employees.
Yep.
Commission-based employees do not clock in and clock out.
Nope.
If more than 50% of their wages come from commission, so in the example of territory staff, that's all of them.
Yes.
Because they're all technically 100% commission because they use a draw system.
Yep.
They don't need, that's not even a thing, right?
Nope. I don't use Stratustime.
So those people, and managers, if you manage whatever the definition is, X number of employees, you also don't qualify for Stratustime. So the question said, should I just talk to my manager and become salaried? That's not something a manager can really decide.
No,
it's decided based on the technical definition of your job. If you spend more than X number of hours managing freight, meaning you're a driver and you're on Stratustime because you're doing manual activity that requires a certain, and those laws are there to protect people. And we love that people are passionate and that they are willing to work more hours and do those things, and by golly, that's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
However, in doing so, there's some rules that the municipalities are gonna make us follow. Those aren't decisions that we're making. That's not a Bar Green Ellingson decision like, oh, we're gonna define you as a hard laborer, you're gonna be defined as a commission employee like that. Those are the definitions of the roles.
But somebody else has decided and we have to just live within those.
And we have to live within the rules that have been created by others. This plays a little bit to the discussion about the credit. Remember the credit why video?
I do.
About, hey, it's archaic. How we did payroll for 600 people was kind of
primitive and cumbersome.
Yeah. And it required us hiring more payroll staff and doing more things, and it was, the timelines got greater and all those things. This enables us to be more efficient and effective.
Yeah. I think that covers both sides of it.
I think it does.
Yes. If you have more questions, keep them coming.
It's almost an Irish accent with a
It was. You got more questions. Keep them coming into the link below.